Hi guys. I don't really know what record, and some spam number keeps texting me, but here I am at the park with Sweetie. Again, no Sophie. We were supposed to be together, but she decided to leave me. So here I am at the park, alone. In the middle of the field, actually. But I don't know, there's no point to this video, if I'm being honest. Sweetie's laying down, she doesn't want to get up, but we're gonna get up, because I can't see my... I look like your average YouTuber. But I guess basically, we're just gonna see where this day takes me. There's people passing by and with their dogs. I'm actually kind of scared. Yeah, and then I guess I'll just talk. It'll be like we're on FaceTime. It's like, Sophie watches this, she'll be like, oh, I'm so jealous. I wish I was on FaceTime with Galia. Sweetie, there's no point. But I guess we'll just talk about, like what I'm, like, me. If Sophie was here, then we'd be talking about us and how we met and stuff. And, that could be another video, but right now it's not her. It's just me. Okay, so, I'll just let God take the lead. But, I'll talk about what I like. Talk about what's been on my mind. Come here, sweetie. Come here. A little closer, please. Or not. There's people passing by, so probably gonna cut out the clips when they're passing by because I'm so, this is awkward. Like I filmed on my own, but at home, not public. And I wish I had a tripod, but I don't. So I'm lifting on my arm. But okay, wait, let me put this other thing out. Okay, so he's gonna go to sleep. She's actually supposed to eat, but we're not. Jeez, I don't know how to start. I don't know where to start. I've just been everywhere. Lay down. Stay asleep. I'm scared. Sweetie looks like she's about to die. Wow. It's a nice background. I hope you can't hear Sweetie's panting because it's really loud and annoying and loud and annoying and loud and annoying. Let's talk. Let's have, let her talk about the only thing I know. Wrestling. So recently I've been getting into, some wrestling. Mainly, I'd have to say Lucha Libre. That has my heart. That has my heart. Let's talk about some people. Obviously, the main two are obviously not them. Because there's so many, like Sato and Blue Demon. They have a heart too. But, okay, actually, I'm lying to you. I don't know why I lied. But obviously they're the originals. They're the OGs. They're, wow, when cue the, romantic music. So, as I was saying, the two main ones in my mind right now is probably Soberano Jr. and Mystico. Something. Mystico. I don't know why I keep looking away. I should be looking at the camera. I'm just so like, wow. Scared. Mystico. You guys hear that? Train's coming. I don't even know where I'm going with this, actually. Wow. Wow. Um, wow. 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 The main two, my favorite two. Not really main, but my favorites. Mystico, and Soberano Jr. Soberano had my heart. He's the first luchador I got into, really. And I'd be lying if it wasn't for his looks. That's the only reason I got in. But after he's looking that way, but I don't know what's that way. After watching clips, because at first I was oh my god. At first I wasn't gonna subscribe $30, $40 to watch, live. But it really got to me because I was watching the highlights and it really got to me. Got deep in my heart. After watching highlights and stuff, I really I appreciate it. Because there's a difference between WWE and Lucha Libre. And, if, I don't know, if I was talking to some random person who didn't know anything about wrestling, okay? And I went up to them and hey, Lucha Libre, I don't know what I'd say actually. But, if I start talking to someone, they'll be like, oh, what's the difference? What is there so special about Lucha Libre? And the thing that's so special is it's cultural. It's culture. Obviously, it's, scripted. The luchadores, they have meanings, backstories. Personally, I think Lucha Libre really got to me because it was so wow. And sure, if you watch it and then compare it to WWE, maybe there's no difference to you. But to me, there's so much difference. There's so much, I wouldn't even know how to explain it. And of course, I love WWE. I love, wrestling. Yeah. I like the fact their characters, they have backstories, they have stuff like that. And I love it for it. I love it for that. Sure, I don't like the fact that it's very obviously scripted. And when they post little clips on Instagram or TikTok, their acting kind of sucks. Sorry. It looks bad. You can tell it's acted out, but I don't know. Because I know it's wrestling and I don't even know who the targeted audience is. Maybe it's everybody. Because there's grown men that love WWE. And then there's babies that love WWE. Teenagers that love WWE. Everybody loves WWE. There's no one specific, I guess, age group that it's targeted at. Yeah. It's once you get into it, you get into it. Maybe you get into it and you hate it. Oh, shit. Cause I was never really into actually any sports. I never really liked it. I never really watched anything because I thought oh, sports, really? it never really got to me until I got into hockey. Hockey just life changing, I guess. And to many like people, they're gonna like watch sports and think how boring. You have to sit there for like 2 hours to watch people fight, go against each other. That like if you put it into a nutshell, that's the whole point. You're just going against each other. But when you really get into like different types of sports and you really get into like the meaning, because there's meaning to everything. Like those people playing hockey, they're not there just to, well, maybe they are there just to play, but they're in it for winning it. And pretty sure every sport thing, catalog, I don't know, has like a specific winning title thing. Like hockey's the Stanley Cup. Yeah, that's all now. Football, Super Bowl, soccer, World Cup. Good. It's like they have their own things. And every player, like, when they start playing a sport and they get into like, what do you call it? Like official team, something. They're not waiting to like win the grand title. Like if I got into hockey, I'm not thinking like, oh, hockey, yay. I'm thinking, oh, Stanley Cup. I gotta get the Stanley Cup. I ain't nothing without the Stanley Cup. And I need that Stanley Cup. But I'm getting sidetracked. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the sport thing. Should we get into live stuff? Live. Well, here's my opinion. My opinion on life. Like life, like living, loving life. I think that you should live, it's gonna sound like cheesy, repetitive, corny, I don't know. But you should live life to your fullest. Like, I know maybe I don't live my life to the fullest. I could be right now in Las Vegas and I could, I don't know, meet someone. But I'm obviously still a kid. And for what I'm doing, maybe that's my life fullest. Cause to many people, like, everyone has a different goal in life. Someone wants to be a lawyer, so be it. Someone hates lawyers. Maybe you should rethink, but so be it. Someone's like screaming. As I was saying, living life to your fullest, because everybody has different tastes in life, I guess. Some people want to waste their life, so be it. Maybe that's their life goal. So be it. And obviously there's gonna be people that tell those people like, you're wasting your life. You're gonna end up dying alone. Which, first of all, a little harsh. Cause you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, maybe someone's like, homeless, but in 5 years from then, maybe they have a house, family, loving life. Maybe they're in Las Vegas, maybe someone. There's different goals, and with living life to your fullest brings me to someone who we lost recently. And I know it's controversial, which it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, it should not be, because we lost someone. Oliver Tree died in a helicopter accident. And people were like saying like some dumbass shit. First of all, conspiracy theories, I think you should withhold that, especially right after they died. No, I get it. He's a celebrity. He had videos, music videos, where he was depicting falling to his death. I get it. Everybody wants to point it out. But you don't do it like in a way like saying like, oh, he wanted to die. He was going to die. No, you don't really say it that way. If you're gonna say it, like say it a little more empathy. Don't come after. But with him, Oliver Tree, his music was always, it had like meaning to it. Now, I don't mean to copy Ray Phoenix. I don't. So sorry, I don't know how to say his name anymore. My mind's going blank right now. But with him, Oliver Tree, his music always had meaning. Like his hit song "Life Goes On," that really has a meaning. And as catchy as it is, and maybe as annoying as it is because it's so catchy, I think we should probably like look at the meaning on it, because his songs were so like, maybe not inspiring to one another. Because I know there's multiple people that were inspired by his music and his stuff, you know, all of it. Um, but you know, if you take a good look at his music, it always had like meaning to it, and it's just so powerful how you can sing a song and it can have a meaning and people can interpret it the way they want it to. Like with "Life Goes On," there's basically one meaning to it: life goes on. Um, I, I don't know any songs of his. Off the top of my head, I don't. So sorry. That's like the only song I know for right now. You know, his music just brought, like during the pandemic, I'm pretty sure, like 2022 or something, he brought multiple people like together with this one song, because everybody and their mama loved this song. It was like, you know, that one song that you kept hearing over and over again because everybody loved it, everybody sang it, everybody danced to it, I guess. I don't know if his songs are really more about dancing or meaning to it. Like Ray said, to him it was like more about the meaning. You can pick your songs to dance to, but you know, his songs brought everybody together, I guess. In the eyes of me, I think it brought everybody together. Yeah, but going back to like life, you know, I always wanted to start a YouTube channel. Always, it was always on my mind since I was like 8 years old. I just always wanted to like tell everybody what I thought, or like film, vlog, capture everywhere where I went, because in my mind, where I would go on a trip and I'd say like, wow, that's like such a beautiful view, and I get maybe to one another, but but it was just like when I went to Arizona really like takes me back. That was probably one of my favorite trips ever. There's no really reason why, besides the fact that it was just like so, just like wow. Like I would go, I don't know if I would consider a hiking or taking a walk trail. I mean, we would go up these rock mountain thing. You know, sure, I could have fallen, could have died. Thank God I didn't, and I don't want to jinx it twice. But like, in my mind, I was like saying to myself, like, wow, it would be so beautiful to capture it in like a vlog and everybody could see what I experienced in my eyes. Then maybe someone can go to Arizona and say, like, wow, now you're like experiencing it, can't say that word, experiencing it in your eyes, in everybody's eyes, in the viewer's eyes. I can't really see because the sun is hitting my phone, kind of. It's kind of dark, so I hope that video isn't messed up. But yeah, it was always like one of my dreams. And I don't know if Sophie will remember this, but I told her a long time ago, like long time ago, like I'd say like 2 years ago, that I wanted to start my own channel. I wanted to start my own channel, film vlogs together. I wanted to start Twitch. I wanted to start everything. And you know, we never really got around to it. But there was multiple reasons why. 2 years ago, I was quite young. You know, 2 years isn't a lot in your eyes, but I don't want to publicly say my age, though you can probably tell. But 2 years ago, it was like I had limits on when I can go out, where I can go out, who I can go out with. So if there's limits to what I wanted to do, I couldn't do it. And also 2 years ago, I was deadly scared of talking out in public, and I'd be lying again if I told you I wasn't scared. I'm sitting here at the park and I'm talking to my phone. Usually I need someone on like FaceTime or right next to me to talk because it's so awkward. But like, here's the thing. If you have fright, like me, of talking out loud in public, talking near people, the thing that you need to keep in mind is when you start, you just keep on going. It happens to me. Like, I used to be scared of playing the trumpet for my band shows in front of an audience because I had an audience, obviously. There's a crowd, it's a concert. There's obviously an audience. But I would be so scared. I'd like, my legs would start shaking, my face would turn red. Probably still does if I did that. But, you know, it scared me to death. But when I started going, I just didn't want to stop. And when it ended, you know, I was like, no. Like, damn. Like, I wish it would just go on. On and on and on and on. Sorry. Not funny. Not funny. Sorry if I have voice cracks. Also, that happens to me. Whenever I like talk out loud and you know I'm kinda like awkward, nervous or something, for sure I'm gonna have voice cracks. And it kinda sounds like a boy on puberty. And maybe I just need water. Because right now I could really go for some water. Sweetie could too. I don't know what she's doing actually. She's laying down. But as I was saying, like if you're scared to do something, do it. Because when you start, you most likely you won't stop. But if you do stop, then stop. Because you shouldn't force yourself to do something that you don't want to do. That's pretty valuable lesson. Sorry, I'm like thinking about what to say. Oh. It's about to be 30 minutes here recording. And I'm trying to think of what to say because I don't want this vlog to be like boring. But I don't want, you know, this vlog is kind of just to sit down and chill. And, you know, I think that maybe sometimes we should sit down. If you want, record. If you don't want, sit down with a friend, a family member, FaceTime someone you like, or with your pets. Sometimes I talk to Sweetie about whatever's on mine. Or, well, I wouldn't say I talk to my cats. About my life now. I don't know why I talk to Sweetie about it, not my cats. Sorry. I love my cats. I think that we should all, once in a while, sit down, have a chat. And it could be about anything because we started this vlog off with wrestling. And now we're talking about life and stuff. Come here. Oh, no, roll over, okay. Come here, sweetie. It's kind of just sit down and chat with me. 30 minutes. Obviously, I'm gonna cut this vlog into pieces because I'm not gonna post a 30-minute vlog of me just talking and talking and talking. Though I could. And I might. This vlog's maybe not gonna be short. But I did stop a couple times. Because I'm trying to think. But, at the end of the day, the whole point is like, oh, this is a small dog. It's a cute dog. At the end of the day, the point is like, sometimes you just need to chat. Like, sometimes I'll just make up my own conversations with myself and just talk and talk and talk and talk. And sometimes I don't even stop. Like, I'll keep myself awake at night just to talk. Because I love talking. I love talking if I have someone to talk to. Now I'll just make up myself. Yeah, it's kind of the whole video because now I'm going back home. Sweden. We're gonna eat. We're gonna watch the World Cup. Let's go Mexico. Mexico versus South Korea, I think. Sophie told me. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna watch that. Me and Sweetie alone, private. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. At least like some of it. Just me talking, rambling on and on and on. But yeah, I'm like glad I filmed this because I needed something to say after a while. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, turn the notification bell because Sophie's gonna drop a vlog. I'm maybe gonna drop some vlogs, solo vlogs. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'll do something. And yeah, okay, I need to go home. Okay, bye.